Hey everyone, I wanted to talk about some of the sleep misconceptions. This goes way beyond just OCD. This goes for all the anxiety-based disorders, how it affects your sleep, anything that you're going through in your life that you see as a very difficult time, whether it's the loss of a loved one, of a child, a motor vehicle collision that left you disabled, loss of your home, anything, whatever that may be. A lot of people that develop insomnia, unfortunately, are treated in a really incorrect and poor way, which just fuels the fear cycle. The majority, if not close to all insomnia-based cycles, are based around the fear of not getting good sleep, the fear of other health things that come from not getting good sleep, and they go down the rabbit hole. It's not that sleep supplements are inherently bad. I spend zero time thinking about my sleep at all. Whether I sleep well or I don't sleep well, whether that could affect my health in the future, means nothing for me. I'm on this planet for a very short amount of time. I'm going to live the way I want to live. Sometimes I get a little bit more sleep. Sometimes I don't sleep that well because my dogs keep me up. There's no fear there. There's no emotional disturbance from that. No anxiety, no worry about, oh my gosh, what if this happens? And you can get there too. Before I go any further, please subscribe. Hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think. Phil at OCDrecovery.com if you're struggling with this. Most people who have anxiety or OCD or other big problems in their life will struggle with that. If you see my lights flicker, my new car for my business is a hybrid. So it's plugged into the garage and it makes all the lights flicker in certain areas in the house. I was like doing the dishes when I first got it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then I had to call the electrician because Erica said to me, oh my gosh, is the house going to burn down? And I was like, this is just the way, when you recover from OCD, this is how you think about things. She's like, well, what would happen if the house caught on fire and we're upstairs? I was like, I jump out the window. And she's like, what about the dogs? I said, I jump out first and then you throw the dogs at me. Milo weighs 90 pounds, aka 42 kilos? So that would suck. And he's gaining weight by the day because he eats Daisy's food. Anyway, so again, once you are locked into this belief, if I don't sleep, my life is ruined. I can't stand not knowing when I'm going to sleep. If I don't get good sleep and it affects the plaquing in my brain or all these other issues, or I can't get REM sleep, anyone who really has a good perception and belief system on sleep rarely uses the term REM sleep, because it doesn't matter if you get REM sleep or not. Yeah, I know it matters physiologically and neurologically, but it doesn't matter in the sense of your fear. That's what matters. I don't get the best sleep regardless because I don't sleep that well in the heat. Daisy sleeps with me a lot, and she's been waking me up a lot more over the last year or two. So if I sleep more than 6 hours straight is rare, happens only a couple times a month, and I still achieve a lot. Working everything with OCD, own another business with my wife, I go hiking and go to the gym at 5 a.m. every day. It's not what people think. The world has convinced you that if you don't get proper sleep, and now you're so hypervigilant about the internal thermometer in your mind when it comes to sleep, that you're automatically measuring that. How close is it to bedtime? Oh my gosh, am I going to get good sleep? And it's just going 24 hours a day because the fear of not getting good sleep is so high. Once you break that fear down, and once you adopt that if you sleep, you sleep, if you don't, you don't, which is, in my opinion, the healthiest way to view sleep by a long shot. I think there's no better option for breaking down insomnia-related fears and getting over this, the anxiety and the panic and sleeplessness, regardless if you don't sleep or not, by developing that belief. If I sleep, I sleep. If I don't, I don't. It's still not the end of the world. Most people do have to cut all of the calm supplements. Most people do have to cut all the sleep aids, including melatonin. People are very adamant against doing that. I've gotten a lot of kickback over the years, but I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of people over the last few years alone that have cut that. They gave me a lot of attitude, understandably so, because there's so many people, so many information, so many doctors pointing in the opposite direction, and then they do it, and a lot of people say, holy shit, I didn't realize how reliant I was on melatonin. I take melatonin maybe once or twice a month. Erica actually just got more melatonin the other day. I don't think I've taken it in about 90 days. I rarely think about it, and I might take it on a whim if Daisy's kept me up for multiple days in a row. But if I never could take melatonin ever in my life again, I wouldn't even have a second thought. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Of course, I like to sleep in certain temperatures of my room, but I can sleep on the couch. I can sleep on the ground. I could have certain pillows. I could not. It's just not the end of the world for me. Of course, I prefer to have a certain sleeping environment. So once you get comfortable with this, laying in bed and just allowing whatever to happen is the best way to go about this. No, blue light blocking glasses, in my opinion, are one of the worst things you can do. I know I'm going to get a lot of kickback on stuff in this video. Because you don't want to let go of the blue light blocking glasses, Erica just got home. It's a really big problem in of itself. I rarely meet people. I actually take that back. I can confidently say I've never met a rational person when it comes to sleep who uses blue light blocking glasses. I've never met one person that does that, but I've met hundreds and seen thousands of people over the years that are so afraid of not getting good sleep because of the blue light blocking glasses and what they can do. Again, it's the same thing for melatonin, and melatonin is not inherently bad, but you need to be careful in the amount of melatonin you're taking because so many people are afraid. Oh, they gave us more cookies. Look, hold on. Look at all the cookies that I just got brought home. That's amazing. Yes, those are great. Those are two of our patients. They just make us cookies, and that will be gone in like 2 weeks. See ya. That's another thing as well. A lot of people will make dietary changes based around sleep. So they won't eat certain foods. They won't do certain things before night. They won't drink caffeine. Like when you meet people who really want to get over their sleep fears, insomnia fears, and they're willing to do whatever it takes, maybe they'll have a 2-week stretch where they drink a coffee at 6 p.m. This is not because it's healthier to do that. It's because to show them that even if they don't get good sleep, I can drink a coffee whenever I want, within reason, without being scared. I really do enjoy 5 to 7 p.m. coffees. 7 p.m. might be pushing a little bit unless I go somewhere, but the last 3 days I've had coffees at 5 p.m. and it does nothing to me. Like there's no effect on that. Again, it has nothing to do with whether it's a healthier or not healthier option. We've created all these problems in society. The reason why I talk about the seesaw, like on the child's playground, we went from being able to, so this is really important. We went from smoking on airplanes, no one really giving a flying fuck about their health, and now we've gone to the other side where we care about our health so much that everyone is becoming a hypochondriac, and it's a big, big, big problem. So again, to kind of close up the video, look at your beliefs, stop doing all the things, because Daisy and Milo are starting to chew on bones right here. Start looking at your beliefs about if I don't sleep, why it's not the end of the world. And on top of that, cut a lot of the stuff you're doing. You don't have to cut them forever. Blue light blocking glasses, I would cut forever. If I could discontinue that as an option on this planet, I would never allow anyone to use blue light blocking glasses ever on Earth, ever again. And I'm 50-50 on melatonin. The only reason I'm not 50-50 on melatonin is because I've seen more people be able to balance that and kind of like use it more on a whim. But when it comes to people that are using blue light blocking glasses, they're very, very, and this is just all hearsay, things I see, but I would say I would consider myself an expert on this because of me going through it myself and working with people in every corner of the globe with these particular fears, which again, people that come out the other side of this, they once you get to the other side of a rational belief that if I sleep, I sleep, if I don't, I don't, and they're not so hyper fixated on this, they start to realize how compulsive they were with a lot of these things. So thank you again, Phil at OCDrecovery.com. Hope to hear from you soon. As always, enjoy the rest of your day. Please comment down below. Usually these particular videos, people don't agree with me on everything, which is completely fine. We have agreed on everything. I'm just telling you what I see from the coaching perspective. Maybe you can balance blue light blocking glasses, but I think we should get rid of them as a society because I think there's much more cons than pros. So just something I think. Enjoy the rest of your day.